Oh boy, I'm at it again. Thanks, Shalem. Right about now, I was at it again with niggas and bitches and homies and friends. And that's how we begin.
What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the NoNamers podcast. I'm Nestor.
Mm-hmm.
This is Adrian.
No Art today. It's fucked up though. Like we were joking about it, and then it came true. Art got measles. The fool mixed with the wrong people. The fool got caught up, and he's infected, and he's quarantined right now. So we'll see if we could get him next week. Pray for him. One like it was one prayer. You know what the fuck me and Adrian were talking about the other day? I don't think we've ever talked about it in the pod. And I don't know if it was a goof or not, because it didn't seem like a goof.
What?
Remember, like, well, I mean, when it had to be 2012, right? Because that's when the world was going to end. When was the world going to end?
Yeah,
according to the Aztec calendar.
2012, the Mayan Calendar.
So we used to kick it with the homie, Julio. I mean, I wasn't going to put his name out there, but...
You already did?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he had a friend who truly, truly believed that the world was going to end.
In 2012, yeah.
So, like 3 months before the New Year's, that fool quit his job, got his girl pregnant, took out a credit card and stacked it up. Because he's like, what does it matter if we're just living in the end game now? And that fool just, he thought the world was going to end, so he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That fool had read all the blogs. He had been on YouTube, seen all the videos. He had done the research.
Yeah.
And he said, who gives a shit? The world's going to end. Live it up. Do hair on. I was just like, and then...
It's the rapture.
And then I remember afterwards, that fool just stopped coming around because life didn't turn out the way he thought it was gonna. The check came due.
Are those last 3 months of your life where you're thinking?
No, you're raving. It's one long rave. It's one long blade rave. You're just partying with blood. You're just dancing. You're just living however the fuck you want. If the world's gonna end, you have 3 months. It's like if the doctor told you, you got 3 months to live. Either you get depressed and you like get introspective, or you start raving to the grave.
You think that guy's life was just so sad that he's like, fuck it.
He needed to believe in something?
Yeah. I mean, that's the only explanation I could think.
Sometimes the internet is fickle, dog. Sometimes you be reading this shit and people, like, not to be that person, but like, old heads get like caught up on the fake news on Facebook and shit. Well, a lot of people get caught up on a lot of shit.
A lot of people are like, they don't vaccinate your kids. I was like,
that's stupid.
Big Pharma. I was like, dude, okay.
Yeah, but the thing is also the algorithms. Once you click one of those things, the algorithm feeds you like, oh, this is the content you want, and then it just starts giving you more and more and more.
All my shit right now is furniture, houses.
Oh, dog, we talked about getting a house, cars, like buying houses, and like all my YouTube videos, it's like
Blending Tree,
Quicken Loans, or like the videos that are suggested are like learn how to self-finance, learn how to fucking like fill out the application because
so you don't pay the fucking guy.
Yeah, and I was like, Jesus,
did the guy ever come around? No,
that's the last time I saw him. Like right before 2012. They talked to him and he's like, yo, this was just like, he said, fuck life. He's going to rave to the grave. And then after that, people heard of, like, he didn't really hear from him again. He disappeared for that foot took off.
Damn, you think that was not a dad no more? Or like,
he dipped, bro.
An absentee father?
Or he had to deal with the consequences. Whatever he fucking.
I mean, 3 months, a fuck up. In 6 months, you can come back. Not even.
You come back from being like, you're a father now.
3 months of not working and just putting everything on cards is a lot.
6 months?
I did for years.
Yeah,
but you had so much help.
And you haven't come back.
We're talking about like 3 months of actually living though. Like,
and this fool was living.
That's why I'm like, it's not that small of a...
It was funny because he truly believed it, so he used to spot everybody. He's like, beers are on me, guys. The world's gonna end, homie.
Shut up.
You don't remember this?
I don't remember.
It's a minute ago, and I was just remembering. I remember just not like being like,
Wait, does this guy believe it or is it?
I thought it was a goof. Like, there's no like this guy is not for
But
real.
also, other people. I remember someone believing in Y2K, and the guy did the same thing. He's like, "I'm dropping out of college."
Y2K.
When you were 10.
Well, I wasn't 10. The guy was my dad's client's oldest son.
Oh, I was like, what? I was like, you're 10, baby. What you mean?
And that fool just had graduated from high school. He's gonna go to the military. But then he's like, nah, fuck it, dog. We're gonna die because of Y2K.
Let's live.
But that
But
guy.
what was Y2K? Y2K was
that
that the-
machines were gonna roll back from. They were all
That the
gonna
machines
fail.
couldn't comprehend
Yeah.
zero.
Yeah, 000 or whatever.
right. That it was gonna
That
trip
it's gonna
out,
be 10100.
and then the nukes were gonna launch from
And
that.
That's what I remember.
And that the code was just gonna go to go.
Yeah, dude, I was
It's
not.
green, the world's green live.
I was freaking the fuck out. to
Even
be
being
honest.
young, I remember being like, I mean, this is dating myself, but you go to like Radio Shack, and then there'd be computers like Y2K ready for like
Yeah.
the fucking computer companies just started saying like, hey, this computer's Y2K ready, so that you had to buy that one, and they upcharged your ass one.
Yeah, that's what you do. You see a fucking an issue. you
Real
just
shit
do
though. Like a day or two before New Year's, my mom's like, "We're out of water," and this is the long like, and we were like, and you used to be like the family that gets gallons.
it. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, like I don't know how other people get water. I was just like, I don't know if everyone fills up gallons or
I mean gallons.
water gallons, like the jugs,
Jugs.
water jugs.
Oh, okay.
Like,
the
'cause
the 5 gallon.
The 5 gallon, and you gotta go and get it usually at a Korean or whatever, and they fill it up for you, or you go to those machines.
It's the gallon. The 5
Because
gallon.
like we have a filter now, and it's like it's a whole new world, dog.
Mhm.
But yeah, she's like, we ran out of water. You guys gotta go. And I remember going and doing like a 3-hour wait to fucking get water because people were. There's some dude in the back of. He filled up his pickup truck. He's like, how many? Because you know how they sell the jugs there too.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I was able to get 4, but I need to get 4 more. And the Asian people, hell yeah, bro. They were fucking making a killing. I doubt they've ever had a better day than that.
Fuck no. If you
The line was down the fucking corner, and the Asian dude couldn't get more help because it was just like him and his wife, and they were just fucking selling water like crazy.
But there's somebody still talking about it to this day, dog.
Yeah, like dude, we set records. Like I don't doubt they've ever had business that
I
good.
believed it, but I was 9, so I mean, like when
You believe you get it.
I believed it, dog.
When you're young, it's easy to get scared up if you start seeing like
We didn't have a
older
computer.
people. No, I wasn't scared.
You were scared, dog.
No, was
You're
it?
the biggest fraidy cat I know, dog.
I do get scared. Like when I was
You
young,
got probably amped up. From...
we're gonna fucking die. No. I remember like actual New Year's,
Uh-huh.
we were partying. We had the party at our house, and I didn't even realize it was already 12:30. Then we were like, "Oh fuck, it already passed. I guess we're not dead."
The nukes, dog. Dang, what about if we're in the Matrix? So flashing like switches. But what do you think happened to that guy? Like, so he just stopped showing up.
You probably did, huh?
I probably was dead. I had to claim bankruptcy. Had to get a job. I had to pay off the credit
even
card.
If it's $100 a day, just $100, which is not too much. That's like,
I mean,
dude, it's 9
he must have been 18. So I mean, say he got some predatory credit cards, 3 or 4.
32%.
I doubt he got a black card.
It's like 30-something%.
Oh, he's probably still paying them to this day.
Bro, all you need is like a 5G credit card. Just because your limit's 5 doesn't mean it can't keep charging you above that.
Yeah. Well,
You can spend up to 5, but they can keep charging you if you owe them money.
They can get you for 32%.
shit, and the minimums on a 5G credit card is 130, 140.
Like you have a $2,000 spending limit, but your debt limit can surpass.
When you got
that.
your first credit card, how much was your limit? Your first
$500.
one, 500, right? No, mine was 1,000.
Mine was 5, but I got it straight out of 18. As soon as my first year. of
No, see, I
college.
waited till
I
after.
didn't. I didn't because I was like, dude, fuck it. I'm gonna buy gas anyway.
Start playing drums, dog.
Trying to remember.
When did you get your credit card? Right out of college,
I got a Capital One.
or in college,
I got it when
or when you opened up your?
I opened up my Chase account.
You
think
got
I
the
one.
Freedom or the Preferred?
Forgot.
Usually, everyone when they start off, they get like 1,000, 500.
I think I got like
The ones that are
700 or 800, I think.
That's not bad. Usually, like the ones that they don't give a fuck are the ones that are signing you up in college. Like, how much spending limit? 2,000? Whatever, dog.
Well, because they know.
That's why they're trying to trap you because you don't know better.
Because they don't even give a fuck. Like, you could write whatever you want. Like, how much you make a year. They don't give a fuck. They'll just, it has a proper social.
Yeah.
Run it. Give these fuckers a credit card at a crazy interest rate.
I still have a crazy interest rate. I have a decent fucking credit. I have great credit.
What's your interest rate?
20-something%. They're all fucking 20-something%.
I was like, aren't they all like 20 something
they're all
percent?
20-something%.
Crazy. But yeah, who knows? We just brought it up the other day. It was like, what happened to that
I had
fucking
completely
dude?
forgotten because he was just.
It was
there.
one of those dudes who show up one time when you're kicking it.
And you're like, fuck, this guy's a trip. And I'm like, I don't know if it's
He's
troll.
talking about, I don't give a fuck. I'm just...
Like, we're going to leave. We're going to die, dog. Let's party. And you're like, fucking, like, you're here. The food's offering beer. Let's do it.
And then the next time you're like...
And whatever happened to that, because we're assholes.
What happened to that fool? That fool knocked his girl up, quit his job. That fool's living that life. But a lot of it had to come crashing. The minute... I don't know. I mean, how would you think the Mayan world would end? Like, what was going to happen?
The Mayan guy was going to come up and just kill us all.
Because I was like, was it the 4 horsemen? Like, was it going to be the apocalypse?
4 horsemen is the Christian thing, no?
Well, I mean, the end of the world. A lot of people claim the end of the world all the time. There's that one Christian dude that, like, every other day that was saying the world. All right, this time for reals, guys. And then he's like, then he sets another date. Like, nah, I fucked up. I read it wrong.
That's no way to live, though. You can't live in fear for your life or forever.
I mean, it's probably liberating for some people.
Well, that guy was liberated. He lived 3 months.
3 months and no care in the world. It's just that for the rest of your life, you gotta pay up for those 3 months.
If you're smart, you can pay that. But then again, I forget.
Not the kid though.
Oh,
if you knock up some bra you never really like,
18 years, yeah, you're right.
It's for life. I mean, you're financially responsible for it for 18 years, but
forever.
You're a responsible father. You gotta. And then how do you tell your kid like you're a 2012 baby? I thought the world was gonna end.
Yeah, you won't tell him right away, but when like now, how old is he? Never mind, he's probably 7. Like when he's like 16, 17, I'll tell him the truth.
I knocked your mama up in a rage of passion. Thought the world was gonna end.
Trip out, dog. You heard of fucking the Mayan calendar, dog?
Yeah, can I teach you about the Mayan calendar? You just name your kid Optimus.
But you think that guy was telling everybody, or was it just at the party?
He was preaching it. He's like, guys, fuck it. You fools are stupid. Because, like, you know, when you're that young and you're like, college is a drag, gotta work is a drag, and everyone's like, why are you guys going to work? Why are you fools going to school? Why are you guys worrying about the little things in life, nigga?
Let's rave.
Rave to the grave. Oh, yeah, these fools were big into raves at that point. Monster Massive. It was like the 2 words Monster Massive make me laugh because it's like an era in time where I remember just the homies that's what they gave a fuck about.
Yeah, when in your early 20s, how you give about?
You don't give a fuck about shit.
In your early, 18, 19.
Well, because that's where you go to fuck. So.
Yeah, back then that's what it was.
It's nothing but bitches in bikinis, pretty much.
Over sexualized chicks.
On Molly, which means they're horned up.
It
was like a date rape fantasy.
Yeah.
And before the Me Too era, another fucking one of the great stories from them is that one time they went to a rave and they mixed up, and instead of taking Molly, they took downers. This was just fucking dragging ass at a fucking club. They were falling asleep, getting knocked. This was too fucking opioids, bro.
Yeah.
It was straight drooling, my guy.
Well, because back then it wasn't actual Molly. They were taking
straight. It was what?
It was ecstasy, but back then, like, ecstasy was mixed. They would press
it
it with different shit.
It still is. That's why there was motherfuckers cutting it with fentanyl and shit. It's no bueno.
But that shit's a funny shit because these were downers. Once I remember someone being passed out in the back of behind the speakers, dog. That fool got so fucked up. He was behind the speakers because that shit was bothering him. So he just crept up behind the speakers.
Oh, like when we worked at the club?
At the club, it was all the time. I just like, it was cool. I'm like, whatever. That's not my thing.
The music was super repetitive. But that wasn't the problem. It was just like how young they were.
That's why I'm
like, it was like,
but they were
11, 12, 13, rolling heavy.
I was like, fuck.
Motherfuckers passing out, OD.
And at that point, we were also 18, 19. We were young kids ourselves.
But like when they were like you're young, and then these kids are way younger than you,
and they party though,
and they were partying hard. When you're like, oh shit.
So you wasn't partying.
Well,
I still don't.
I thought I was partying. All these kids.
No, yeah, like you thought, like damn. I thought I
lived it up. I thought 2012 was gonna, the Mayan
I thought I was living it up.
The Mayan Calendar was gonna get me, dog.
Yeah, those kids partied hard. It's like they're 12, getting a light show, rolling their fucking ass off.
That can't be good for your.
But
brain.
also, no, you think it's good for your development? Like at 12, you're taking all these mind-bending chemicals. Well, the ones that would panic was like, because they're 12. If your friend starts ODing on you, they would just start dumping water on them and like,
yeah, I saw that,
freaking out. And they didn't want to tell an adult because they're fucking 12.
13.
Till they start fucking convulsing, and then motherfuckers have to get involved. And then it gets scary real quick because, they're 12, 13. They don't want
to. We can call your parents because you're not an adult.
Yeah. Well, no, EMTs have to get involved. And I guess with children, they'd probably have to call the cops, no? Like,
yeah, because they're not really. It's like I don't know how long or how hard the EMT course is. But I don't think it's like 4 or 5 years or something. It's like months, right?
I don't know. Why?
Because that shit took a dark turn. We're talking about kids doing Molly, but yeah.
It's reality.
That was the reality.
We weren't those people, but I'm pretty sure even now it's happening. It's a...
Kids have been partying
exactly.
Forever.
Designer drugs? Everything designer?
They used to do all that shit in middle school.
You're right. But they did age. Well, not age. They did crystal.
Yeah, because you went to a poor neighborhood.
Poor neighborhood. Just couldn't afford the good shit.
Yeah.
Snort that fentanyl, doggy.
I wonder, do you imagine that guy's like a professor now, though?
He turned it around?
I hope so.
Who?
The guy that fucking...
2012?
Mayan.
I doubt it.
You don't think so? I don't think he graduated college?
Come on, man.
Cum laude, even?
If he knocks someone up, either he has to get a job to support his family now, plus he has to deal with his debt that he made, so it's not much of a life for him.
I hope he
has. So those 3 months, it's like...
But he lived it up.
It's not a lot. It's not easy to get out of that hole.
I hope he had
It's easy if you don't have any responsibilities.
Yeah, then you're like, fuck it.
Because you gotta take care of a kid.
He had 9 months still debt free, though. Like 4. Well, it's 3, so let's say she was 6 months pregnant.
No, that's him. That's him getting a job instantly.
Most of the time, it never happened.
3 months in, he still might have fucking talked her into No.
No.
I don't know.
In California, you get 3 months.
I don't fucking know.
That's 6 weeks.
No, everything that's happening with that right now is fucked up. But
That's in Georgia.
it's everywhere. But let's not even go there.
I'm hoping the guy turned around, or that was just partied out.
That or he dipped out. Either way.
Because my uncle took it. I don't know why the fuck. Like the last few times that fool came, he keeps telling us the same fucking story, dog.
About what?
That fool told me the same story. Like, would you believe this shit, dog? Well, he doesn't talk like that. But he's like, well, because when you're starting, well, not when you're starting out, but when you, when you apply to a job for truckers, they have to take a physical. They got to know that you're all there. You could take the beating.
Yeah. So make sure you get good sleep.
How can they a physical? How's it gonna show that you're getting good sleep?
Just either hunger levels or
something like that.
The red cells in your body.
No, I don't know how they do it. Because that's what they made Nelson do.
Nah, he told me that they fucking... Because I talked to Nelson, they said that they put a machine on him that tests his sleeping. Mm-hmm. He has to sleep with it and then...
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's part of the driver thing.
Because he has sleep apnea.
Yeah, but they test every driver for that.
Oh, yeah? Well, yeah, but...
Because they need you to...
Sleep apnea is scary to me.
Because they need you to get 70% or better of good quality rest or something.
Yeah, you have to be on.
So you're not sleeping.
You have to
throughout the
be on
day.
REM sleep. You have to get certain amount of REM sleep.
REM aerial speed.
But that's a big thing with drivers because
That's
they need to
REM.
make sure you're sleeping properly,
Yeah,
so you don't fall asleep behind the wheel and
kill someone because they're liable.
because the company's liable because they're an employee.
That Walmart fool that killed Tracy Morgan. It's people. That fool Tracy got paid out. So that fool had to get a test.
Mm-hmm.
And this is shit where it's like, this is one thing I need. Like, of all the things I've been taught by my parents, like, this is some shit I wish I could stomp out.
What?
Like, when it comes to healthcare, going the cheap route. Going to, like, local East LA pharmacies, little fucking mom and pop, like, doctors.
Well, if you
like
don't have
those
insurance, though, you know how expensive that shit
I
is?
know, that's the thing, though. When you don't have insurance, it's... Like, this last time I had to go get a checkup, I had to go to fucking... To some some fucking... Like, pay as you go.
I got a big pharma behind me.
What do you have, Kaiser?
No, I got Blue Shield. They're not that good.
You didn't like Blue Shield? I went like... Fuck, I wish I had Kaiser. Taking my parents there and going where I've gone, it's like, Jesus, it's fucking millions of miles just separate.
Kaiser's just... The only bad thing is that, like, major shit. They're a little...
Iffy?
Sketchy with.
What do you mean?
Like, their specialists aren't that good. But regular day shit, like, that's cool. That's all I really need it for.
I guess you get older and you really need the specialist. But
if you do preventative care, you won't get to that point.
Because it's like my parents to this day, you know, they tell you to go where you got your shots as a kid, you know? Like these fucking little doctor offices that are in a fucking plaza where there's also like a nail salon and a 99-cent store.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But now they have insurance, so thank God they don't have to go to those places anymore. And sometimes they believe in those places more than they believe in Kaiser, which pisses me off. Because there's times they've been sick and they're like, I'm gonna just go over here. And I'm like, you'd rather pay some fucking rinky-dink place the $99 instead of going to your actual like doctor. And they're like, well, I trust them more. They fix it. Whatever. That's besides the point. I'm kidding. So my uncle came and he, like, you know, you're young, you don't really think about it. Like now, you know, even me, I'd have to like, where should I go? I don't know where to go. My uncle showed up. He didn't know which doctor to go to. And my mom was like, well, I don't, you know, it's like my mom doesn't know. She's just like, why don't you go to that place down right here? Like one of those places, like a mom and pop.
The East LA places pretty much.
The East LA doctors, they're called doctors, but I was like, these folks don't even have a license, dog. Like,
they have a license, they're just general practitioners.
Nah, if you go in there,
I think you just feel that way.
You feel that way. I've gone to my doctor that I have now with insurance, and it's
sketchy.
It's not sketchy. It's not like
they don't take insurance. It's cash only under the table, and like it just feels like something's up. Yeah.
No, it's just in your
head. They probably deal with a lot of undocumented people because they don't really. There's a lot of no paper trail type shit. Whatever. So they send him there, and that fool got his tests, and they hit that fool back where you have what's the hepatitis where you like it's a bad one?
Hep C.
No, he said he had. They told him he had Hep A, and then he's like, and they told that fool over the phone, and they told that fool, you got 3 months to live, doggy. This shit about to fuck your whole shit up. He's like, you could buy 3 more months if you go ahead on this supplement situation we got going on. We'll sell it to you. It's a couple shakes and vitamins and pills. Huh? And then this fool's like, what? And that fool said he just dropped to his knees, started crying. He was like I'm way too young. What do you mean I got 3 months to live? And then that fool said he went suicidal. He was just like super depressed.
When?
Huh?
Recently?
Nah. Before he was married, for his
Why
kids.
wouldn't he go to like a second opinion?
Why
Well,
would you, bro? They told you already. Think your cake is baked, dog. The
he,
Mayan calendar's happening. Think you gotta raid to the fucking grave, dog.
I was like, I got 3 months to live. I'm snuffing someone before I go, bro.
It's just mad dumb, my nigga.
So
stupid.
like that fool just broke down. He's crying. His brothers are like, and I didn't want to tell him, but I was like, yeah, I remember when that happened. My mom was like, hey, if your uncle uses the restroom, tell me, because we gotta hit that shit with bleach, fool. We don't trust this fool, this Hep A heavy nigga, fool.
That shit can transport like that.
I don't even know what
It's
Hep A is.
Mexicans, my nigga.
Like, these
It's
fools don't
true,
know
I
how this
forget.
shit.
I forget. That fool fucking is dirty, dog.
But then that fool's like, because the thing is, like, he's like, I don't know. He's like, I wasn't like, he's not saying he was a virgin, but he's like, I didn't fuck anyone dirty. Like, but you know, it makes sense. Like, if you're a trucker, you have to like use a lot of rest stops.
Shit doesn't work with that nigga unless you're sitting in a pool of blood. It doesn't.
I don't know, how do you conduct Hep A?
I don't know.
Is it sexually transmitted?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Nigga.
Then how the fuck
Yeah,
we have phones? Let's look it up.
I don't remember.
Siri.
I don't remember.
Whatever. My mom was, don't fucking sit in the same seat as that fool. He's a fucking psycho, dog.
Because it spreads from contaminated food or water or contact with someone who's infected.
I don't think.
But then it wasn't. Then was it?
It's Hep C, dude.
Which is the worst? Hep.
Hepatitis B spreads by sexual contact.
Which is the worst hepatitis? The study showed that in the half a decade, hepatitis B infections is more serious than C. And now in 2012, apparently it's B is manageable but not curable, and C is not that bad. Oh, and there's also an A.
A is the one with food.
So, okay. So they told him he had the bad one, which I think is B or C. And he ended up, he broke down. He was fucking like, went full depressed mode. I was like, yo, you gotta be like the Mayan guy. You got 3 months to live, dog. I mean, I guess you can't spread it, but double bag it? Just go out like a G? I don't know. But yeah, that went full depressed, and then his brothers are like, "You're a fucking idiot! Like, go get a second opinion." He's like, "Nah, but like, why would they lie to me?" And they're like, "Well, it's not about lying, you know. Like, sometimes the tests are fucked up. Sometimes, you know,
So what happens when you get a second opinion?
He didn't have shit. He was good.
You had to pay, like, basically.
He had some shit where, because he had just got into a diet, and he said that it was something when you don't eat candy, he told me, which I don't even know if that's what the fuck he was saying. He's like, if you don't eat candy, because he cut off sugar from his life. Like, he had dropped a whole bunch of weight because he was trying to court somebody. Whatever. He got in a diet where he cut off sugar, like, off the rip, and it wrecked with his system. I think that's what I took from what he said. He kept saying, "Oh, it's because I didn't have candy," but I don't know if there's no like you get some fucking disease because I cut off candy.
The fucking worst shit is like, what happened to the guy that actually had that disease?
So the thing was that they mixed his tests with somebody else. Some other fool came to do a test. They mixed the blood samples. The other fool did have 3 months to live, and they told him, "Hey, Di, you just got some little shit, bro. Like,
that's in your diet."
They just told that fool, just have more sugar, bro." And they told him, "You got fucking 3 months to live, Di." And then they were like, "You should sue them for emotional stress."
You can't. Someone would fucking take the kids. It'd be years before you get paid.
They make you sign so much liability forms when they used to go to those places that I mean,
Every
I guess you
fucking
could,
place has liability.
like, yeah, most doctors they you sign a bunch of shit. I mean,
Sue for
I guess
malpractice.
you could sue them, but the fuck you gonna take from these people?
Someone will take the case.
And that feels like I was in a funk for a minute, doggy.
You know what I'm saying, doggy?
Son, doggy.
Fuck, no. I mean, that's just terrible fucking news, to be honest. It's like 3 months. But...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just like because they're
and
giving
the
you.
Mayan calendar's coming. Fuck.
It's like, if I survive this one, there's still 2012, dog.
The Mayan calendar.
Just like name your kid Optimus Prime.
What's your name, Optimus?
It's a
Prime?
sick ass name, bro.
Prime is dope. What's
Nah,
up,
that's a
Prime?
middle name. Optimus as a first name?
Oh.
Is Optimus here? It's like, yeah, but then he has to live up to it. For people want to square up with that for all the time.
Bullying shit.
Well, you can't even write Optimus with a lot of shit. Like you can't call him Optimist.
Pianist.
No,
Yeah.
that doesn't rhyme. For like, what can they
Pianist.
rhyme Optimus with? Optimus. Optimus. No, they're just making stupid shit. Yeah, I can seem like Nestor's completely rhymable.
Yeah. Build your
Molester already, like.
character. Yeah, build your character.
You don't need to rhyme to make fun of people. You just
Oh,
make
for
fun
sure,
of
but
them.
like you can make fun of their name. Like usually, your
Yeah,
name
you
is the
just be
first.
like, my nigga, they named you Optimus Prime. Like.
Your dad's that much
Yeah,
better?
because my parents are sick, bro.
Nah, at that age, dude, you don't remember being.
What? He's named after a fucking dope ass robot? For like,
That's
if anything, they
gay
look
as
up
fuck.
to him. For.
That's gay, my nigga.
And then you name your daughter Megatron.
It's just funny,
This
bro.
was gonna get down there.
It's
Megatron's
mad
gonna-
fucked names. The stuff you name your like pet. Fun.
Yeah, the pet would be dope. Like a little
Even
turtle.
for dogs, that's fucked up.
Nah, little-
Optimus Prime. Fun.
A little fucking tortuga, little turtle, though.
Little Optimus Prime.
Pugged him his prime.
But
3 months to live. For what are you? How are you going out?
how am I going out?
Can you? I mean, around the world in 80 days. That's what.
No, you could definitely do it, but wouldn't you or whoever is your next of kin get stuck with your debt?
Do that? Does it?
Yeah.
I die. My credit card debt moves to you. Moves to who? It's done.
Unless you're married, yeah, you're right.
I'm not married. Who the fuck they gonna charge my
It's
parents?
whoever inherits your estate.
I don't have shit. What are they gonna take?
Whoever you,
Or the
for
government
example,
takes. Say I don't have a fucking will. What are they gonna take?
okay, so whoever fights for your finances takes all that because your debt is part of your estate.
I don't
Makes
got.
sense.
I don't have dick in there. Well, I have some savings.
So if
but-
you leave shit to people, you have like
They're gonna take their cut.
exactly.
But with the estate tax the way it is, I mean, they take a cut anyway. You gotta pay taxes. Like, say I leave Adrian my savings, he's gotta pay taxes on there.
Mm-hmm. Unless you make a trust before you die, then you don't have to pay taxes on that.
I trust nobody though. Not even the
What if
Lions,
we
too.
just made a blood pact? fool?
Like if you make a trust, because the trust is technically who owns that money.
Off the like before I die.
So if someone dies out of a trust, they
I don't
just
make a trust. I don't trust anybody
But you got to do all the
to
paperwork.
not try to snuff me.
You got to do all the paperwork and pay the lawyer to do all that for you.
And there's like a payment fee.
Because that's one way you can leave your house to your kids without them having to pay taxes on it.
I didn't know that.
Well, if you make a trust, whoever you put in the trust, like, you can't take anything out unless everyone in the trust signs it, and the people in there can't get anyone inside the trust unless everyone signs it. So you can't like add like, let's say you get remarried, like you can't add your new wife unless everyone else signs off on it, and no one else can
Alright.
inherit that stuff unless you're in the trust already.
Here's a question. Say you're married to some fucking dumb hyena.
Yeah.
Your parents die and leave you in the trust a house.
Uh-huh.
Who's left in the trust? Just yourself?
Just you. Or you, maybe your brother, whatever.
You and your brother. Then you both have to sign off on
Right.
whatever happens with the shit inside.
Or maybe that makes it too complicated to use a brother. But just to you, and she divorces you, does she take half your parents' house?
No, because you don't own the house. The trust owns it.
But they're already dead.
It's still the trust, though. That trust still exists as long as there's a member of the trust alive. When you die,
okay,
it's whoever you give power of attorney to the trust. That's why.
Then why don't you just hide all your money in trust?
Because then you don't own your money. The people in the trust now own your money too. Like you're sharing power.
You're pooling it. You're pooling it.
Exactly. But the thing, like that's why you hear people say like, "Oh, I manage this trust. I manage that trust. I manage this person's trust." Because that's what those are. That's what they call it, a trust, because everybody has to sign off on the shit that happens inside that trust. Nothing can happen with the assets in there unless everyone that's still living in the trust
who from the
or manages
the
trust can signs off on it.
Who from the no-namers would you trust in your trust?
It wouldn't matter because as long as I'm in there, it doesn't matter. They can't do shit without me saying okay.
They vote you out?
You can't vote anyone out of a trust.
Heads up, 7 up, you're out.
You could kill someone.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's it.
They start snuffing fools out. Huh? Big Illuminati vibes. Huh?
It's nuts. If I had 3 months to live, what would I do? Just take a small bit. I mean, I have savings enough for me to live for 3 months. I just waste those, and then that's it. Leave 3 for the.
I mean,
I'll go to fucking every major stadium, to be honest.
But if there's no baseball season,
For any sport, it don't matter.
just a sport you fucking hate.
No, like cricket and shit like that. I would want to go to Wimbledon, dog, and just be like, fuck. Or when they're fucking like in the Masters, just be like, or something.
Get kicked out.
Yeah, fuck it, like.
Just toss a beer onto the tennis court.
I'm fucking dying, eh? I mean, you'd probably think you're progressively getting sicker, so you literally got like
2 weeks, 2 good weeks, and then after
solid month maybe,
yeah,
then 2 months of like deteriorating. Probably want to be surrounded by family.
Yeah,
friends.
What about being like a dog? You don't want people to see you, though. I want to fucking climb Machu Picchu. Mad climbing. Climbing to the top.
That's the thing, though. What if you don't die, though? They just give you 3 months and they were wrong. There's a lot of people, they tell them you got a year. It's been 15 years and they're still kicking it.
Hello, dog sack. Yeah, I mean, that's the...
I guess like a lot of it has to do outlook in life.
You start fucking out. Think about the little things, dog. I'm pretty sure, like, if your bills doesn't seem that important. Like, oh, God. I'm not in my career as far as...
You probably live a lot more in the moment than you do in the future or the past.
Yeah, definitely.
Doesn't matter.
Because you're like, it don't matter. You're about to die.
It's like taking that pill Bradley Cooper took. Huh? The one that expands your mind. Huh? It just makes you present. And you're like, fuck the world, dog. Because you can't fix the world in 3 months. So it's like, what are you going to leave to people? You're not going to try to fix nothing. You could probably sign papers just to make sure like your money's divided, if you have any.
Yeah, if you have any. I'll probably splash it all. Who cares?
For real, son. I mean, it's different if you have kids, but by like you right now, single shit, who you trying to leave no money to?
Nobody.
Fuck them.
Okay, we'll order one game now.
At this point, if you leave the Tesla, it's like you're leaving a grip of debt.
I paid 1 payment to
So you know.
1 payment to go, doggy.
Let's live.
Hey, you fools got cat eyes though. That shit adds fucking to the subs and shit.
Hey, you see the calves here, boy? You, Juan, what you do? You had 3 months.
Just chill out.
Chillax? Would you quit your job?
I mean, probably not.
Really? You still go to work?
I can't work. Fool.
You still go to work?
What if you don't die? Fool?
Yep. That's the thing.
What if you do? If you spend the last 3 months at work?
Fuck it.
You like your job that much? When you
I don't like it, but it's like...
You pull up?
If you don't die, what are you going to do?
You start all over.
All right. You still go to work. Would you let your managers talk shit to you, though?
What you mean?
Would you let them treat you like scum?
Why would they? You're making no sense.
Like, if they start screaming at you like, you fucked up.
Why would they scream at someone that's dying?
They don't know. You didn't tell them.
Why wouldn't you tell them?
because you didn't
Just
want
be like,
that.
hey, bro, I got 3 months to live, but I'm gonna try to work till I can't anymore.
They tell you you're a liability. Get the fuck out of here.
Then
You're-
fuck
you're
it. They
fired.
fired me for health issues and I sue and I'm good.
I mean, you'll probably never get paid out though, but like court takes long. You got to pay lawyers.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm just saying. Say you work, would you take shit from anybody?
I don't take shit from anybody now.
Oh, all right. You're one of those.
What the
fools.
fuck?
Like they're chewing you out. No one chews you out. They never chewed you out at your job.
Ooh, fun.
Your manager,
Who dare would do that?
Your
fool?
supervisor.
They want the smoke, fool.
Well,
So the thing about it is, fool, like you might work in an office, but I don't mean a nigga might not fight you, fool.
Yeah.
You might get crazy. They will get crazy back, dog.
you bark back.
Why wouldn't you?
Has anyone chewed you out?
No.
No one's ever chewed you out ever. Are you just the best worker of all time, or?
No, I've made mistakes, but they talk to me calmly because they know better.
Shut the fuck up. They know I might be crazy, dog.
No, they don't want to. When you're a good employee, they don't want to lose you. So when they have to talk to you, they do it in a professional and calmly manner. When they don't give a fuck about you, then that's when they fucking treat you like shit.
Because you're like,
usually when they talk to me, I'm just fucking twirling my knife.
No, I'm just calm and I go, yeah, I know, yeah. Because I already know, like when it happens.
When's the last time they talked to you? Like, hey, let's cagar.
I got a write-up because I called out and I gave them insufficient notice. Because I called out like 2 hours after my shift started. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to make it. And they're like, all right. Nah, they wrote me up and I said, they're like, you know what this is about? I was like, yeah, insufficient notice, right? They're like, yeah, do you need us to explain anything to you? I was like, nope. And they're like, oh, okay.
They made you sign something?
Then they gave me the write-up. I looked at it and I gave it back to them. That's it.
Oh, so they
and then they were like, oh, you're not going to sign it? I was like, nope, I don't have to.
I know my rights.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? You don't have to sign it?
No. If before you sign anything, you can always say, oh, I need a copy to send to my lawyer. Then they're not going to want that smoke. Like, they don't want issues. You never sign write-ups and you never sign anything like that. It's stupid.
What did you just sign Daffy Duck?
You still signed it, though.
They didn't take a photo of you signing it.
It's stupid as fuck. Just don't sign it. It's better. Because if you don't sign it, there's no proof that they gave it to you.
I've never signed anything in my life. I always just write Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, but it's still a signature. You know your signature doesn't have to be your name, right?
Prove it's me, homie.
You know that, right?
There's no digital proof that I'm alive.
I'm just saying, my guy.
Wait, so what gives you a write-up and you're like, I ain't writing that?
I'm not signing it. Yeah, simple.
Because you don't accept it, or?
No, because I don't have to sign it.
Who the fuck is that? I'm not even Carlos. Like, what do you mean? Nah, B, I'm Edgar. Who the fuck are you trying to talk to, dog?
But yeah.
You just fuck with their head. Like, what?
No fucking Edgar, though.
I'm Edgar, bro. What the fuck?
But both supervisors did the same thing. I just didn't.
Oh, wait, two? There's been 2 times? Or two fools try to get you to sign it?
No. It's been 2 separate things.
For the same shit, though.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's like... What thing's 2 hours notice? 2 hours into your shift? Like, oh, maybe this fool got a flat, dog. Hey, bro, my bad, dog. I'm not coming in.
Well, it's because at first I told them I was going to be late. Then I just changed my mind and said, I don't want to go in. The other one, I called it like a couple of minutes before.
You put them in a tough spot.
It's like, what are they going to do? I know. I get it. They have to. It's cool. But I don't have to sign it, too. I mean, the supervisor I'm cool with was like, because he gave it to me. Well, because that's the first one. He was like, you know what this is about, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I didn't explain anything, right? No. So he gave it to me. I looked at it and I just pushed it back. And he's like, all right, yeah, you don't have to sign it. And that was it. And he just signed it and the other guy signed it. And that's it.
Well, they have to have witnesses that they gave it to you?
Yeah. They have to have a witness.
It's to be your supervisor and then a witness.
Jeez. Oh, why? Because if you rack so many of those up, you get fired?
It's just for HR purposes. It's for unemployment purposes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Also, if you
because when you apply for unemployment,
they're gonna ask you how many write-ups you had.
No, they send the same application to your old job because that's who pays your unemployment.
Your old job.
Your old job.
Oh, real?
You basically get paid by your old job to not work. So
they don't want you that bad. I always thought they paid half, and the government paid half.
Well, yeah, but still, like, why would you pay an employee not to work?
True.
That's why it's bad for companies to pay unemployment. They don't like it because it's expensive.
They try to force people to quit.
That's why they want people to quit or resign.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is they send in those write-ups as to proof as why they shouldn't have to pay unemployment.
They write a whole thing. It's like when presented with the write-up, Juan Calderon said, and I quote, "Suck my dick, I ain't signing shit."
I'll sign it with this pen, nigga.
That's good to know. I mean, I've never been written up or gotten close.
Yeah, you don't have to sign them. And if they make you feel like you do, you say out loud, "Do I have to sign it? Like, is it mandatory that I signed it?" They're gonna tell you it's not. And if they tell you yeah,
You just start.
in the comment section you write, "I was told I had to sign this." Because there's a comment section where you can write what you want.
Am I being detained? Am I being detained? No, he's just getting a write-up. Am I being detained? He's just
Tase me, bro. But yeah.
Nah, man, you were just fucking late. It's your
So the
fourth
second
time.
one was like, "Oh, you're not gonna sign it," and I was like, "Nah."
It's my right to carry this
See, they
firearm.
want you to sign it because it helps them out.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean,
They're building a little fucking case against you, dog.
when I got
But if they
fired,
don't got your signatures, there's not much of a case.
I got fired. Oh, I got fired. Those was paid. Damn, so I got them.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a job within 2 weeks. I'm an idiot.
I would have took the unemployment for a bit for you feel me too.
Until it runs out, it's 3 months.
I felt ashamed. I just took it. And then the job was. They
What's
paid
that
me
agent?
more.
I'm like, dog.
Oh yeah.
Cocky Asian, always.
I talk a lot of shit.
Always.
Dog.
The world corrects that motherfucker quick.
Dog, that's bullshit.
Well,
Can never
Huh?
got nothing.
The first time he got fired, the day before, I don't know what the fuck he showed up.
You had gone to work because you still worked at the club, and I was working in an office by this point. And this who shows up like at 2 a.m, turns on his computer.
No, I remember now what the fuck it was. Juan told me
Oh, Juan's Papa, yeah.
to make a logo, and if I won the logo, it was $200.
Because you could
And he's all like, "Dog, you're gonna win. It's a bunch of fucking spics. It's the money in the bank. This is $200 in your fucking pocket."
and you had to go to work. I don't know why.
I had to work, so when I got out, I was like, "Well, I mean, he's saying it's in the fucking bag. I mean, what am I?"
Can you not out-design Speaks, my guy?
You
Like,
can't design some fucking spics, bro. And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, he's right."
you see what I'm saying? Like,
And I was like, "Well, you had a knockout, but I mean, we shared a room and the computer's in the room."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can unplug the computer and then take it to the front, which is what I think I did.
Mm-mm.
No, yeah. Oh, I did it here?
You did it here, and I was like,
come
all right.
on. In what world are you unplugging your computer going to the front?
I've done it before. If it needed to be done like overnight or to like where I'm going to be up to 2, 3, I would take it to the front. But I think I just tried to like get here and you're still up.
No, I was knocked out, dude. I would wake up at 6. I was the first one in that I would open the office.
I think I just try to like put all the brightness down. And like, I mean, I didn't
but
need.
I'm a super light sleeper, so I was like, what the fuck, dog? And that job was super stressful because this was your first job.
And I just told you, dog, it's a couple spigs, dog. I'm going to do it real quick.
But it was just like 2 or 3 hours. I'm like, there's like 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like,
Well, I was, bro, $200 to me was a lot.
I wasn't, because that was a decent paying job, and those fools also did let me do all the OT I wanted, so I was.
So that fool showed up, and he's like, I need you to get. Well, the next day he shows up, and he's hold up this resentment, and all day I guess he's been having a fake argument with me. Because when he shows up, I'm like, hey, dude, I gave it to Juan. I thought we were going to beat these spigs. And this who shows up, like he's mad, and like you could tell in his face, he's like, I need you to go to your fucking phone right now. Find my number and fucking lose it. I was like, oh.
Now, I told you that at night, and the next day, they let me work all my shift. No, like 3/4 of my shift.
Was that at night?
Yeah.
Before you knocked out?
The problem is that you had to go do something with money, and you went to fucking CVS, and you thought some guy was gonna rob you, and you were like, because of Adrian, I'm out here almost getting robbed for.
That fool still didn't pay me, dog.
No.
Because he asked you for some money back.
He's like, if you're gonna fucking stay up then, bro, then give my fucking money.
I was just mad because this film, like, he knows I have to work at 6. Like, I have to
You know $200 meant a lot to me, though.
Yeah, but grab your shit, go to the front. I mean, it's not.
Well, that's gonna be a process, too.
It would've
You
been
just...
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
No.
Dude, all you
I have there's wires going down everywhere. There's speakers connected, bro. What the fuck?
Unplug.
That shit's gonna take half an hour.
I was just frustrated with work.
You know what frustrating? They were treating you like shit.
Getting treated like a fucking strike stick, dog.
You're getting treated like shit.
They let me work my shifts. They let me finish my project. They let me close all the deal. It's all like, oh, you're done, right? I'm like, yeah, everything's done. They get me to go talk to HR. I'm new. This is my first job ever in an
You're
office.
getting rid of now, homie.
I thought like, oh, like I'm gonna get a raise because that's what we had talked about. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get paid, dog.
3 months in, I'm getting a raise. I must be fucking killing
No,
it.
they literally fired me like 87th day, like before the 9-day probation.
Mm-hmm. That's what they do.
And then I got there and they're like, oh, wait, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, well, where are you? I was like, oh, I just came back from my lunch and I was finishing up this project and we need your badge. I was like, oh, am I gonna get a new one? No, we don't want, like, you no longer work for this company no more. Like, you finished your project, we don't need you. I was like, what? I was like, fuck. And then I get here.
They let you finish off your day.
No, they let me go because they're like, you could stay and finish off your shift. I was like, why would I finish off my shift? Who's fired me?
I would.
Huh?
Fuck that. I should have fucking gotten his fucking fish.
I would have just sat at my desk for 3 hours, my guy. Fuck, they're paying me anyways. I'm not gonna do shit, but I'll be chilling.
I'll be acting crazy. They don't know what's about to snap. Who's just fucking.
No, I've never been fired.
Hey, I'll go back to my. Just let me just go to my car real quick. Just,
I had a good parking spot too, and then I come in and I'm
started stealing the fuck out of my office.
I got posters. I got pens.
could have stolen fucking I could have sold the shark, dog. I had access to all that shit.
No, they took your badge.
Well, yeah, after, but if I would have known.
Oh wow.
No, that's why.
Yeah,
They didn't want you to go steal shit out the warehouse.
I'm fine anyway, dog.
Let me get this box of trout right here.
Yeah, dude, they had because they actually imported.
Let me get this Alaskan salmon right here, my guy.
That was my
Look
job.
at that slamming salmon,
to
boy.
keep that shit fresh.
Oh,
And then I get here and I'm like, they trip out. And you're like, dude, this is like, what are you doing here? I was like,
you had cussed me out the night before, and
shit
then
was tense, man.
well, I was just like, what the fuck? This fool can't have lunch at home.
Yeah, because it was after my lunch.
You just showed up and you're like, hey, dog,
They laid me out, dog.
let's go get lunch or lunch. Dog.
No, we want to get Thai deli.
Is that what we did?
Yeah, and dude, I just literally had eaten like 2 hours prior, but I was just fucking like, I was shocked because I was like, what? Like, what the fuck?
I think you texted me, or me and Juan, or you put it up in the chat.
I don't remember,
You
dog.
put it up in the chat, and I thought you were bullshitting. I was like, this fool's talking shit.
Yeah.
And then you show up, and I'm like, I guess he's not talking
I
shit.
take off my stupid little button down because back then I would actually wear slacks and a button down.
But
Hey, trip out, dog. They got me, dog.
I was like, yo, every time agents ever told me some shit like that,
The universe is a piece of shit.
the
dog.
universe checks you like quick.
Can't let me have nothing, dog.
I mean, and then that's not the only time. There's times where you fucking snap at me, and then like the world just gets you back.
Immediately, dog.
Jesus has always had my back.
No, that day was, cause I was 22, 23, first job.
That's funny though.
And I was like, dude, I just need to work here for my train of thought, like, I work here for a year for fucking, like, resume purposes. I knew that I didn't want to stay with the company, and the company treated me like shit, but I just need a year, dog. And I'm
I
like,
think the next time, I don't think you snapped, but you were talking shit.
I had
And
to
you work
talk-
for the furniture company?
You were talking shit, and then like the next day, your back broke. Well, your back had
Nah.
been fucked up.
I enjoyed that job, dude. I was just a manager of a warehouse food with a bunch of biceps. I would show up with 12 packs and we would just get drunk. Or like, sip, I wouldn't get drunk. I have one beer with them. And I'm like, hey, no manos toca de una, dog, because, you know.
No, I didn't say you didn't like it, but I said that you try to big dog somebody, and the world corrected it.
Quick, dog.
But not. I mean, they didn't take your job. They tried to.
Hey, well, I was a good worker, Dick.
They gave like 3 months to it. Basically, they're like,
But
well,
we need to replace you because it was so behind. Because it was literally a super small company. I designed the fucking website. I was like, dude, who the fuck in the right mind would let me design the website? And it worked. It was working.
what did you use? Wix,
No,
Squarespace.
no, back before all that shit. I was trying to learn how to code.
You did not use HTML.
Yeah.
No, you.
And,
Did.
I mean, it probably didn't work, but the guy, he liked the site so far.
There's no fucking way
Dude,
you use HTML
yeah, I did.
to build. You have no clue. How the fuck would you do
Because
it?
that fool had a blueprint, and he's like, I'll just figure it out. But he had like the basis for it. I just had to like import the images and like the pricing.
Oh, so you just like he already had it
You
all
had the
set up on
basic,
Squarespace,
basic.
and then he just probably he made you.
Do the fucking the
And you, I mean, it's pretty user friendly if they already have like one of those where it's like how to.
Would you trust me though? I wouldn't.
Fuck no.
I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of links that didn't work because I added shit or
Like just to get you to like link their PayPal and all that shit. I would not trust you with any of that shit.
I did it though. And then, but that I don't know. My back had been hurt. I just said it. And then, oh no, when we were gonna buy a house for the $20K.
Huh?
When we were gonna buy the house.
Oh. Oh well, I think that's why it came up because I told Adrian like, let's get a house. And I'm like, look, I don't give me a year and I'll give you
20.
But
the problem is you don't have any. We can't both fucking. Cause,
well, I'll go legit.
I mean, if you're legit, yeah, fuck it, do whatever.
Well, as legit as I can.
The next year legit, bro?
Just
I'll make 12, dog. I'm like, how the fuck are you doing all this shit? But that day for sure was the worst.
This was gonna get 5 years in federal prison.
Shit happens. You gotta do the time.
I'm gonna laugh.
Hey, we've all
I'll
had
put
to.
money in your books though, fool, but I'm gonna be laughing.
We've all had to do some time in the pinta, fool. Nah, I ain't gonna get. I'm gonna go legit. So. Well, I am legit. I don't know why I keep saying I'm gonna go legit. I'm not gonna start getting fucking looked into. Fool. But no, as in legit, as in like get business permits and all that shit. I mean, we're working our way up to that. We're not there yet. Fool.
Business permits for what?
LLC.
I don't fucking know, dog. Just wanna
Why don't you go
be legit? Huh?
What do you need business permits for?
Well, I want to be legit enough where I am a person with an income. I mean, I have income right now, but
You don't need business permits for that.
A business license? I don't know. I want to just.
What?
How do I prove to the banks that I'm a legit person and can co-sign and get
This
a
shows
loan?
up to the bank like, I'm real, dog.
I'm a real person.
You're gonna forget these.
How can I prove to them that one, that my job's sustainable, that I am for reals, and that I could pay a loan with him?
How do you prove that?
Because
you need to get an LLC.
That's what I thought. It's like $300. It's
Yeah,
$300 to set up.
it's doable.
I was looking into that because if you claim a bunch of losses, you could claim that shit in your taxes for your regular shit. That's what some lady did at work. I mean, she did lose a bunch of money in her business, but I was like,
set up a LLC.
Yeah, but it doesn't do much.
Make a fake Etsy shop.
That's what my fucking guy said he did.
Make a LLC. It's $300. Make a fake Etsy shop.
Claim mad losses.
Claim mad losses. Like, yeah, I made a bunch of bracelets. No one's bought dick. I have fucking $7,000 worth invested into these bracelets that no one wants.
Oh, my penis.
Matter of fact, if we want to buy one, I'll attach my fucking cards to it. No, I'll say, Angel, I'll go legit. We'll get a house together, and that feels like
happened?
That day he told me.
Oh, it's before I had the car. I'm like,
fuck you.
No,
I'm moving in with my girl.
No. Never.
She's getting a second job. Why do I don't? He started going off. He didn't need me.
But what's the bad thing that happened?
We went. We stopped at an open house and we went in there. And when that guy told him how much he needed to make, his fucking jaw dropped.
I was like, I could make $100,000 to buy this piece of shit.
I've been telling you.
I was like,
he didn't believe it. He thought he could.
I've done the research, B.
This fool thought he could run it by himself. That fool was big dogging me.
He can run it, but his mortgage payments are gonna be stupid.
No. He can't even to get a house around this area. You need to make a minimum of 100, and he doesn't.
I'm 60.
Yeah, he's 40 down. I could have been those 40. But he told me to go suck dick when I told him, I bet. In a year, I'm going to go get that fucking house. And you're going to be on my fucking loan. And you're going to live in the garage. I mean, or maybe I'm talking shit. I don't want to get humbled by the world. That's not true. I'm not making 100. I'm not making shit. I'm broke.
I don't know. Right now, I'm getting hammered on the fucking stock market.
Yeah. I mean... You want to know why? I mean, you're just throwing darts.
No.
Yes, you are. Oh, let me go buy a bunch of fucking Starbucks shit.
Make fucking $1,500 over that. I lost money on the Apple and Tesla. Just getting crazy.
Because they're dying. Fool?
Yeah.
Doesn't own though. Fool.
Because Elon Musk keeps calling people pedos, fool, and asking for good memes.
Oh, because you don't know what Tesla yet.
I keep telling them, I'm like, Tesla's gonna get bought out by an actual manufacturer.
No.
For their technology.
Like, yeah, they got cool ideas, but
they got cool cars. The car's fun as fuck, dude, but
I hope not, dog. If they go under, that means my car's worthless. I don't have that much stock with them. But...
It's a relic. Fool. It's like the Back to the Future car.
Yeah,
they only made a few, and they suck.
My car doesn't suck. Bro.
No, well, like they lasted like 2 years. The company
product doesn't suck. It's the company.
Yeah, well, the Back to the Future cars suck because
some guy
parts are hard as fuck to get.
Morgan Stanley analyst was like, "Dog, the reason why Tesla is failing is because now anyone can get them." And I'm like, "That's what you want in a car company, a motherfucker."
It's the same thing with Yeezys.
Yeah, because of the
when there was exclusivity, everyone wanted it and was willing to pay premiums.
But now, like, if a guy like me could afford it, then that means anyone could afford it.
Exactly. It used to be a business class car.
Apple's dying because
wow,
Samsung's blowing them out the water.
Samsung,
are Samsung's phones better?
Yep, I'm gonna get the S10.
They're blowing them out the water, dog.
They're like, but you have a Samsung?
I have a Samsung.
Yeah, no.
Is it better than an iPhone?
Yeah.
The new ones are.
The S10 looks dope. That's what I'm gonna get.
It's just
like, they got a fucking bendable phone, my guy.
Yeah, but shit breaks all like easy.
My guy.
That's what Apple should be doing.
My guy, though, but where's the ingenuity at Apple? All they're doing is putting out what Samsung did in their phone. But, oh, this is the new iPhone.
That's the shit where it's like...
I mean, they got cool shit like the little animal emojis and like...
That's not cool, though. That's for kids, fun.
Well, that's for people.
But that's for basic people. Like, the thing that is... to me...
The people who...
To me, iPhone, like Apple, is the Jordans of phones. It's just all fucking hype.
It's flash.
It's all flash. It's
the iPhone 1 through the 6 was dope. After the 6, the 6 and up, they're all the same phone. They just gotten bigger. They don't really do nothing. Like, I don't give a fuck if you put a better camera. Like, it's not doing nothing.
For you, that doesn't matter. But for other people...
But that's all people want.
No, but the Samsung camera is even better.
Well, that's why. And their phone itself is better.
Well, they're bigger. I don't like big phones. That's the only thing.
You don't, but the world does.
But that's because everyone uses their phone. Bro, it's like if this is what you look at all the time, you want it to...
Real shit, if I could go back to a BlackBerry, I would. I think the BlackBerries were the shit. Though most motherfuckers our age love Sidekicks. I thought the Sidekick was like an okay phone, but it was kind of whack.
Yeah, but you weren't texting people.
I had no hoes.
As I'm saying, like, see, everything that people think is cool, it comes down to because that's the era when it was niggas.
Hoes like it.
When niggas was getting hoes, but you never been getting hoes, so like, that's why you missed out on that hype. Like,
yeah, they had the Sidekick chat. The AIM was it? Is it AIM, right?
AIM was built into it, yeah.
So you wouldn't pay the 10 cents for text?
Yeah, you just start be aiming hoes.
Yeah.
What's your aim, bro?
That's all, it's all about getting hoes.
Like every jock in high school had the Sidekick. You just hear them opening. I had no bitches, homie.
You was dry out here.
I had my first phone. No, I had a T-Mobile flip phone, and then I moved to a Razor. The Razor, but that was just a brick. I thought that one was sick. Because I was like, well, I don't like Razors because I don't like the flipping of it. It was like a samurai sword. I thought the Razor handheld one was dope. And I had that twice. I bought that one back to back. Then I moved to a BlackBerry. And then from BlackBerries, I moved to iPhones. And then I haven't moved back. Real shit though, I've gone too deep into iPhones not to continue. Well, it's like
that's what they do.
I have a watch.
My mother. Yeah, but that shit gets old though, my guy.
I have a fucking watch.
But for a guy like me, cause I have an iPhone, I don't really use.
You got a girl though. So.
I use the text. Yeah.
If you was out here getting hoes, then it's like you can't be looking bummy.
True.
What do you mean?
Dude, I got hit on by no lady though.
Like if you whip out a phone, you got a like iPhone 6. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you think my phone's trash?
Oh, yeah,
like if I have an iPhone,
like if a bitch sees you whip out an iPhone 6, my guy.
But what if you
niggas is on XR right now, my nigga.
I got it last week, and then I canceled it.
What?
I bought the XR.
You should have got it. You would have been G-riding.
But I was like, well, it's because my phone sucks on battery now. That I was like, fuck you, goddamn Steve Jobs. No, my credit card canceled it because they thought it was my credit card was stolen. And then I had I was like, well, I could. And then I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's not get it. I'll get it next week, which is stupid because like if I'm gonna get it anyways, what does it matter?
Oh God, bro.
Well, the thing is like I don't like the dongle. I want headphones. I want a jack.
Mm-mm.
That's the only.
If you're gonna, that's the thing about Apple because it's about the brand and about being flashy.
Does your Samsung have a jack? The S10 has the headphone jack.
The new ones, I don't know.
No, the new ones you can put your phone and
The
then
cool
someone
thing
else puts
about
an S10 on top of it, and your phone charges their phone. I was like, that's pretty dope.
Oh yeah, you can share power.
Oh yeah.
The new one, like if you want to shoot someone a couple of percentages, you can.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I guess like if the shit. If you.
But that's because everything's moving to like Bluetooth, like hearing for like.
Yeah, all my shit.
I mean, I have wireless headphones.
Like AirPods, it's all hype.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, just like
I mean, I kind of want them though.
Just like the Beats by Dre, they're not that good.
But I'm just like, they're so little, you'd lose them.
No, you just put them in a little station.
The new ones are dope though. Like the wireless Beats.
I have those. They're not.
No. The
loud.
new ones. They're supposed to be like the better AirPods because it goes around your ear.
I get the Louis Vuittons, man. It's like $1,500.
I mean, Arthur uses the wireless headphones.
He's got those from Amazon. He gets like 5 packs because those shits are $30.
Mm-hmm.
And he loses them all the time. And he doesn't care.
That's what you gotta
I
do.
was like, this was getting some made in China wireless headphones.
Still work.
Just buy 10 packs and once those are done, buy another 10.
But
I'm just talking shit. He did say he bought them on Amazon. I don't know what they are.
They're $12.99. I seen them.
For real?
They're good earphones.
Well, he's got little ears, dog. Like,
what you mean?
nah. When I hate headphones that like feel like they're just opening your shit. They butt fuck you. I like I don't know. I've yet to find really comfortable headphones. I think I had some Sonys that Minto fucking said some bums snatched from him. That were like the most comfortable headphones I've ever had. And then that fool's like, yeah, well, he's like, dog, my bad, fool, some bum stole them.
He just left them.
And he fucking just forgot them at school and then they stole them.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And that time it was at Best Buy. I snatched them. I grabbed them because like $20. And they were like nice headphones. And they're like, nah, these are 100. I'm like, nah, it says $20. And if like they fucked up the label, they have to honor it. So the guy's like, oh, you're getting a fucking steal. And I was like, yeah, dude. I mean, I thought there were 20. And he's like, yeah, all right, you can get them for this.
He sold you on it.
Right? Or he just fucking...
He took you. He made you feel like you were getting a deal.
I fucking got these fools, dog.
Did you know you're buying clearance headphones?
That's funny.
And the whole time, that's why you like them, because you thought you had got one over on them.
That's all it takes, this fool.
He got placebo affected.
Right? Like, that's why they're my favorite pair of headphones, because I thought I fucking took somebody, but in reality, there was some just whatever-ass Sonys.
That were on clearance.
Almost... Well, let's not start about what my cousin did or did not do, because that fool ruined my laptop, lost my headphones.
You're just irresponsible.
I'm irresponsible. Yeah, I guess letting that fool stay with us was pretty irresponsible.
Letting him use your things is irresponsible.
I never let that fool. He just took shit or dropped a bet on it. It was funny because he'll probably listen to this and think I'm being the dick and I'm being weird. So why is he even bringing it up, dog? But it's like, put yourself in my shoes, dog. I just had bought a $2,000 laptop. Never had a laptop before. And this fool just slammed it.
Slammer.
And then he told me, why would you just leave it there? I'm in my room.
I mean, he's not lying, though.
It's next to my bed.
I mean, he's not lying, though.
This fool was like some fool just who showed up and never left.
That's you not taking accountability.
Broke my computer 2 weeks into having it.
Like if it's new, why aren't you putting it in a safe place?
I mean, what's safer than my room? Like, I don't.
If people are staying there, I don't know. Somewhere where it's not possibly gonna get fucked on. So. Like, let's say you put it in your like where your bed is at, like
In the bed?
in the bed. So.
Then where do I lay down?
It's safe. So.
Nah, there was just no space.
I mean, that's the real issue, though. So.
There was no there was nowhere I could put it where it was safe from these fools, dog.
Or put it in your drawer. So.
I didn't have any drawers. I had 2 drawers and it was full of clothes.
What do you want niggas
Because like
to
this
do?
was in our room before.
No, I know, but I'm saying, but what do you want a nigga to do? Like,
The only way it was like
be aware of other niggas' shit if you don't know it's there.
I was like, it can't get slammed if it's on the floor. But do I trust this fool not stepping on it? Or the only way is if I elevated it somehow, like if I hung it from the ceiling. But then, like every time I need to use it, I gotta fucking open up that little rafter, those sheets of things, those sheets of what is that shielding? The shield.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
There was no space. I think it was just the world.
But that's what I'm
like
saying.
Adrian,
like,
I felt ballsy
it's
with
not completely 100% his fault.
I felt ballsy when I told the world I'm getting this laptop, and the world told me, no, not without a defect.
You were too comfortable.
Then I had my laptop with the dongle for the longest. Like it was just the charging power shit was just flying.
That's what happens, though. You got too comfortable.
The world corrects. The world reminds you that you ain't shit. The Mayans did it in their calendar. And yeah, man. It's probably where we're going to stop.
Yeah.
We got 3 months to live, guys. Let's fucking do it up. Let's rave to the grave. I'm Nestor.
I'm gonna go rave.
This is Adrian.
You guys have a good one.